What's up, YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, and Twitter? I'm back here with you today, and I'm going to be doing a new video on some Dollar Tree packs. And I'd already started to actually tear into the first one here, and I picked a couple of these up this morning, and I remembered it's been a while since I've done any kind of sports card video on my channel, and I've actually had a lot of subscribers asking for more. And so I thought, let me get my, let me get my camera out here and do a quick video. And the first pack here that I'm going to go into that I've already actually cut into, but I haven't looked at the cards yet, is this one from Dollar Tree. It says, look for randomly inserted autographs, relics, special inserts, rookie cards, and limited edition parallels. Most every Dollar Tree has these right here. There's only about 5 or 6 cards in a pack, but there's a chance to possibly get some more valuable cards. And you can't go wrong with these right here. 30 cards for $1. Randomly inserted, different years, different companies. And the reason I picked this one out here is because Dustin Pedroia is showing right there on the front. And even though my nephew probably has about 10 to 15 of that particular card of Pedroia, it's his very favorite player, and that's what I'm usually doing with cards I get, is given to my nephew or my niece who is into football. And also, I might pull out a couple of cards in here that I might send off to some friends. And that makes me think, give a shout out to my buddy Mason Peterson, who is on YouTube, by the way, at Mason Peterson 21. If you like sports card videos, you might want to check Mason's channel out. He's always doing breaks, pack breaks, box breaks, and sharing through the mail autos. Pretty much anything I've ever done on my channel to do with sports cards, you can find on Mason's as well, if not more of it, because I cover a lot of other topics. Okay, I'm going to get right into these. This first pack I'd already opened. There's, of course, the little card, the little slip cards for advertisement purposes, front and back. I'll just throw those to the side. I'd picked this pack out because it was actually a little bit thicker pack, and I thought it might be one of the packs that had the random inserts. Unfortunately, I see that it's just thicker stock cards, and they're not in mint condition. That is one problem with these repack cards at Dollar Tree that you have to look out for, is sometimes the cards are not in mint condition. They're damaged. The first one here, Allen and Ginter, Carlos Beltran with the Yankees. And that card in particular right there, I don't know if you can see, it's got a pretty bad ding on the bottom right corner right there. And then we got, let's see, Didi Gregorius, shortstop, New York Yankees. This was when he was a rookie. As you can see right there, still in a minor league uniform. And he's turned into a solid Major League shortstop, nothing to brag about. And these 3 cards are Gypsy Queen cards, and I'm going to show you right here. I'm just going to hold these up like this. You can see right here at the bottom, every one of those has got a tear. Right there, right there, right there. And whoever repacks these and sells them through Dollar Tree stores, they're just throwing their junk in here, in some of these packs, and they're putting these little cards on here, advertising, possible, look for randomly inserted. More than likely, I'm willing to bet that maybe one pack out of every maybe 1,000 he puts insert in, and the rest of it is junk like this or damaged cards. I'd have been a whole lot happier getting 2 or 3 of these right here, 30 cards for $1, and especially picked out a few other packs that, even if they didn't have Pedroia, my nephew's favorite player, had a few Red Sox for him, something like that. At any rate, this first one here is Matt Latos, who is about as sorry a pathetic pitcher as you can find in the majors right now. He's an innings eater, let's put it that way. That's a compliment. Darn bee flying around here. The next one here is Kenny Vargas, who is actually decent bat with a little bit of power. He's had struggled most of his time in the majors against left-handed pitching, but he's actually doing pretty good so far since being called up by the Twins this year. And you never know. The last time, I remember about 20 years ago, Minnesota had a young power-hitting first baseman that they said could not hit left-handers, and they said would never amount to more than a platoon player that would hit about 250 and maybe, if he played every day, hit 20 home runs. And that first baseman the Twins finally gave up on, and he turned into more than likely future Hall of Famer Dave Ortiz. I'm not saying Vargas is going to do that, but he reminds me of that because of his power potential. And the way that people usually talk about Vargas right now is kind of how they talked about Ortiz at the start of his career. And this last one here, Howie Kendrick with the Dodgers. Okay, and now moving along into this bigger pack here. Sorry, I know this video is already at the 5-minute mark. I usually do these videos that actually tend to go a little bit longer than normal. And here again, there's the advertisement card. We'll throw it down. These are going to be mixed up years. I'll try to go through these a little bit quicker. First one is the 89 Topps Jim Acker with the Atlanta Braves. These look to be in pretty much near mint condition. Here's a former guy that was a very speedy and probably one of the best defensive outfielders in baseball in the late 1980s, Gary Pettis. Gary Pettis with the California Angels. Played a big role on an Angels team that was in 1986, won the American League West and lost in the playoffs to the Red Sox. And right here's a nice little card. 1987 Fleer Paul O'Neill rookie card. I like that one. Paul O'Neill was a guy that was one of my favorite players, no matter who he played for. Boston Red Sox, 1991 Upper Deck Jeff Gray. Here we've got a Ben Sheets victory card. Ben Sheets, former ace of the Milwaukee Brewers. Right here we have got Alexis Gomez, Kansas City Royals. Right here, a little bit older, 1990 Topps Paul Gibson, Detroit Tigers. He was a solid relief pitcher for a while. 87 Fleer Cliff Johnson. Pretty good hitting catcher for a lot of years. Look at here, an 88 Topps Greg Maddux rookie card, Hall of Famer there. That's a nice pull. Looks to be in pretty good shape. Nice pull from a $1 buck pack of cards. I'll lay that to the side and put it in a plastic sleeve and top load for my nephew. Former star Andy Van Slyke, Pittsburgh Pirates. This is about an 89 Topps card, I think. Yep, 89 Topps. Jeff Treadway, sorry about that. Jeff Treadway, Cincinnati Reds. Charlie Lee Brandt, KC Royals. That's 89 Topps. Here's a 90 Topps Kurt Wilkerson, Chicago Cubs. Here's a 1982 Donruss Paul Householder, off center, Cincinnati Reds. He never really was much. Here is a Michael Young, Texas Rangers. Paul Konerko. We got Edgar Renteria here with the Cardinals. Bob Sebra, Montreal Expos. For those of you that don't know, you young guys out there, the Montreal Expos were from 1969 until whenever in the early 2000s. The Montreal Expos turned into the Washington Nationals that we know today. Charlie O'Brien, Milwaukee Brewers. Bob Ojeda, New York Mets. That card. Damaged on the back there. And Ken Griffey, New York Yankees. And no, this is not Ken Griffey Jr., you younger guys. This was his father. 86 Fleer card there. Former Dodger great Fernando Valenzuela on an 88 Fleer card. Floyd Bannister, Chicago White Sox. That's 88 Topps. Manny, I love to use steroids, Ramirez with the Cleveland Indians. Derek Lilliquist, Atlanta Braves. That's about an 89 or 90 Donruss. Rob Ducey on an 89 Topps card with the Blue Jays. Dodgers 89 Topps team card. Ty Griffin, former #1 pick and supposedly a can't-miss superstar for the Chicago Cubs. Drafted this guy, and he never amounted to anything at all. Never even made it to the show. He was like the 6th overall player in the nation taken. Reed Brignac, a guy that I don't think I'm butchering his name, maybe not. And the Pedroa that was on the front. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, you never know what you might get in these dollar packs and a buck a pack. Why not give it a shot now and then? You know what I mean? Wasn't very happy at all with the first pack. Second pack, though, pretty good. Besides the Pedroa on top from a nephew, pulled back 88 Topps Greg Maddux rookie card. Hall of Famer, 300-game winner. Very happy with that. Thanks for watching. Be back again real soon in the future with more videos.